What you sow is what you will reap. And there is no hiding place forever for the wicked. The wicked will never go unpunished. I'm very sure if Yul Edochie and Judy Austin, both of them, if they are to sleep and they dreamt about this, maybe, because there are people whose heart is so hardened. Well, we are in a festive season moment, and particularly in Nigeria right now, people are preparing, just like every other part of the world. People are preparing. The same goes to Judy Austin's village. But unfortunately, as you can see, those are the youth of that village, of that town where Judy Austin is from. They have decided to rout out Judy Austin's mother and father. Now, the update that dropped on our decks from Cutie Jules was that Judy Austin had some secret sickness that she has to take antiretroviral to help her manage or suppress or bring down the count of whatever it is that is inside of her. People are suspicious about it, and people pondered. They said, is it H that ends with V, or is it the one that is hepatitis B, whatever? What is this thing? Now, I thought about it, and I also saw innuendos, insinuation here and there from people. They said, well, there is a possibility that she got it when she gave birth to her second child. Maybe something because they could not afford a proper hospital. Maybe they had looked for this, uncertified clinic somewhere, and they did what they did there because Yul Edochie does not have enough money. And Judy Austin, of course, what was she expecting? Maybe that's where something got into her bloodstream. Of course, it could be from some other source. Who knows? But this is the thing. And you cannot go to sue and say, hey, I'm going to sue you guys, when you know that the clinic you went to is not the kind or the proper that you should go to. You just look for a place. They say, hey, the doctor, we don't have. Is it not to born? Do you know how many I've given birth to? Let me just go and do it and just give. But we don't know. Maybe it is through some other source. But then, if she got it through that way, obviously, Yul Edochie has a lot inside of his bloodstream running too. That is why he said forever is the deal. Are you going to drop her, run away? Well, like I said, we are in a festive season and people, they are happy. There is this happiness that comes upon people at this time, at this moment. Celebration. It is like people have been wired up for this. But that is not what is happening in Yul Edochie's life right now, because Judy Austin's parent, they are running from pillar to post. The youths in that village said, enough is enough. We don't want this anymore. Everywhere we turn to, there is always someone pointing fingers at us, pointing fingers at our village, pointing fingers at the people from this village. You guys have never added value to this village. You guys have created too much problems to us in this village. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Well, it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate because these things, I don't know if it is a spell or a curse or something, or it's just the willful attitude, character, or let us even say a decision of both of them, something like that. Because people always want to put whatever it is that they do that results into negative consequences. They want to always put it on some unseen spirit, saying that's the spirit that caused it. Whereas human beings too should be able to be responsible for some of their actions too. Yes, you should be. Well, Mary never asked for this. Thank God that she moved on. Like I gave you guys the update of how she escaped this problem that would have landed on her head. Imagine if Mary had been that kind of person that would have said, okay, you know what? Let me just get Yul Edochie for the last one. Maybe she would not have escaped this. Maybe she too will be right now depressed and treating some health crisis. Will she want to keep her mouth shut or say, okay, you know what? It has now become a three-way thing. We are in it together. Let us move on. Is that what Judy Edochie wanted to achieve, or he wasn't aware? Well. I think Mary got lucky. Let us look at it this way. If this thing happened when Judy Austin, she got or contracted this when she had her second child, or during that period, time frame. At the beginning, the first child, we heard she had nothing. At least from what we know from the QT Jews that gave us the update, there was nothing. So at that time, even if Mary had accepted Judy Edochie's advance, like, okay, you know what, I'm sorry, let us reunite together, maybe nothing would have happened to her if we look at the time frame according to QT Jews. But we cannot be always sure of these things. We can't be too sure because we don't live inside of the body of that person. The only period they got to know, at least QT Jews, from the update, is when they spotted antiretroviral being used by Juju Ekwensu. And they are like, what will someone use this particular medication for if they don't have something that is really well? Mary escaped. Like I said, she wasn't asking for this. She never asked for this. She was living her life. They were trying to kind of connect themselves, as husband and wife, and do what they needed to do as a person for themselves and for their children. Not until Judy Edochie said, you know what? I think I need extra plate. Extra plate of what? Extra plate. Just give me extra plate. Judy Edochie got this extra plate. And ever since then, till today, Judy Edochie has not been able. He has not been able at all. He has not been able to get himself right. It has always been one problem to the other. Problem here and there. That is what it has been for Judy Edochie. Not to talk of Judy Austin. Now, the parents of Judy Austin, they are feeling the heat. I hope the same does not happen to Sir Peter Edochie, because it's a terrible situation. It's a terrible situation. Imagine they went there, like you saw the video. It's a full riot. Like, these people, enough is enough. You guys have to be dealt with. You guys just need to vacate these premises. So your daughter has this thing. Who knows? Maybe I'm not saying that it's the right thing to do, but to every action there is always going to be a reaction. That is the truth of it. There's always going to be a reaction. What kind of thing is this? Unfortunately, whilst everyone is enjoying, Judy Edochie cannot point to anything called enjoyment. I am waiting to see what Judy Edochie will put down or pen down at the end of the year. He knows how to write. So year is the best year of his life. This and this is this and that. Let us see what Judy Edochie is going to drop this time around.